Okay.
Because as we all know,
hello everybody. My name is Markiplier, and today we're playing Resident Evil Remake from 2001.
do not
Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier, and today we're going to be playing Resident Evil.
Let it not be said, I go live without people's consent.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Hello everybody. My name is Markiplier, and today we're playing Five Nights at Freddy's Resident Evil.
I would fucking love that. Are you serious?
How would that work? What is that? What is that game?
I don't know, but like the premise of it sounds so interesting.
It sounds really stupid, is what it sounds
like. People going hand to hand against fucking Freddy Fazbear. Like just having.
No, I got it. I know what it is. Okay, so it's Five Nights at Freddy's like normal. You're at the restaurant. You're the night security guard, but the restaurant is in the dead center of Raccoon City, and it's 1998.
It's the Raccoon City branch of the restaurant.
So while you're doing all that inside, and then you finally escape, you realize there's zombies and shit, so you're like, which one is safer?
Well, I was also thinking that it would just be the early, like, version of Resident Evil 4.
Oh, where you're just running around with a big castle.
Yeah, because that one had you fighting ghosts, yeah.
The Hookman demo. Apparently there was going to be some kind of, like, in-universe explanation that it wasn't actually ghosts. It was, like, hallucinations created by an airborne virus.
Ah, fuck that.
Well, that ended up getting used for Resident Evil 7 instead.
So, Xavier, what have you been up to in the past couple weeks that you haven't been streaming with us?
I've been working my ass off, dealing with crazy family drama, dealing with financial woes, but I've got good news. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. I just bought myself a house.
I don't believe you.
I'm gonna be moving, if it's like 15 or 20 minutes away, and it's a little townhome. You know, I'm gonna share a wall, but it's got an upstairs and a fully furnished basement that I can do whatever I want with.
So what you're telling me is that at some point in the future, what you will be doing is you will be bursting through the wall like the Kool-Aid Man.
Yes.
Into your neighbor's house.
Because it's my house and I can do that at my house.
And you'll be bursting through the wall saying, "Can I get some sugar?"
His name.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Cause you know, it's so much work to walk around, like outside your house, knock on somebody's door, just burst through the wall, because that's what the wall is for, to be burst through, right?
You know, it's houses in America. They're made of like cheap ass plywood and drywall.
Houses in America, they're fucking used to it. That shit happens all the time.
If you're strong enough, you could burst through the wall. Just make sure not to hit the stud, you know, like the post in the middle.
Oh, I'm always hitting that stud.
Oh, you know, in a way, I almost knew that you were gonna say that, and I think I was hoping you would.
I'm sorry. What did he say?
We're done in the residence, right? I think we're done in the residence, right? That's where we got last week.
Yeah, do you have new keys now?
I think I do.
Have you killed a giant plant monster?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you should be done. Assuming you got the key from the room where you killed the plant monster.
Yeah, that's right. Now you have to go back to the mansion.
That means now you can access way more of the mansion because you have that extra key.
Okay. So why didn't I just shoot all the locks like a real person would?
Ghostbusters proved that... No, not Ghostbusters. Mythbusters proved that you can't shoot locks.
What do they know? No, seriously, what do they know?
Nothing. They're a bunch of
well,
poses.
Adam Savage knows a lot about the props from the movie Alien.
Oh, good for him.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought he was an overpriced actor.
Adam Savage? No. That guy's not.
The joke is I'm confusing him with Adam Sandler.
Yeah. Overpriced actor?
I don't know. Needed work.
Yeah.
Yeah, you fucking because his fucking movies cost like $7 million, and then they come out and they look like garbage.
And then he comes out with
$70
Uncut
million.
Gems, and then he drops that banger, doesn't elaborate, and then leaves, and then goes back to making fucking trash.
He is a good actor. He just chooses not to be for like 8 years at a time as like a
Just a funny
prank,
prank.
because that makes more money somehow.
Well, it's not a prank. He just knows what
The
sells.
shits and gigs.
He's like a reverse Daniel Day-Lewis, where Daniel Day-Lewis only makes good movies, and you know, he chooses to retire because he's like, I'm not sure if I'm ever gonna beat that performance. Adam Sandler is just like, fuck it. I know I'm not gonna do that many good performances in my career, so I'm not even gonna try most of the time.
Oh, also William's gonna help me move.
Who is?
William will be.
Who's he? I've never met him before.
Guy.
Yeah.
The plan was not for him to fly out and help me move. It's just that the timing got fucking really silly.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, we...
Yeah? Are you there?
accidentally bought a house, so now he's got to help me move.
Accidentally bought a
midway
house. Like you
Yeah, you know, I just...
slipped and fell in your wallet, like...
The sequel to We Bought a Zoo, We Bought a House.
Fucking fell out, and then you just accidentally made the transaction.
No, I was sleepwalking and then took out a $400,000 fucking loan that's going to be the bane of my existence for the next 20 years.
You got a Monopoly, like McDonald's Monopoly? Like, is that a thing that you guys...
We used to. I haven't seen McDonald's Monopoly around in a while.
Yeah,
I
it's
never
been
won
years.
anything. I wish they would bring it back.
We have that like as a common occurrence here in Australia. Like at least
You know,
once
it
a
used to
year.
be like every
Yeah,
year.
it was every year. It was an annual thing.
Yeah,
but-
we have that here. Happens every year.
You know what else happens every year? Your face.
Yo, mama! Got him.
Fucking
Look at those. Look at that turnaround physics.
It's not physics. That's literally animation.
No, that's physics.
You're literally delusional. You're deranged.
You're a fool. You're wrong. You're incorrect. You're silly.
How am I wrong?
and
Tell
your
me.
butt is smelly.
How did you know about my butt?
I remember I sat next to you at a movie theater and I went, "Oh dear God!" And then
Which
I
movie was that
Right
one?
in the butt, David. We just
Which
don't
movie?
say it in front of you so that you don't get embarrassed. But everybody knows.
You know, we've watched a lot of movies at the
Which
theater
movie?
together. I don't know.
Which movie?
I love how you sound so
Um,
offensive right now.
Which
movie?
movie?
Which movie?
It was before you went to Spain. It was after Zoolander 2. But
I actually watched
you know what?
Any of the Zoolanders?
David for some reason because I don't remember what else came out. There was something else that came out that was like a Marvel movie or something at the time. We were in high school.
It might have been
And-
Deadpool 2. No, it might have been Deadpool.
Yeah, and David wanted to have people go to the theater for his birthday, and then was like, "No, I don't want to go watch that stupid mainstream Marvel movie. Let's be counterculture. Let's go watch Zoolander 2. I bet it's gonna be awesome." And then we watched
You're
it.
an absolute fucking hippie.
and
Listen,
then for-
I don't
for
regret
90
seeing
minutes, I
Zoolander.
laughed once.
I don't regret seeing Zoolander. I'm sorry. I don't.
The only thing I know about movie series, like out of the two movies, I think it's two. The only thing I know about that is the fucking meme of like, I forget the name of the actor.
Oh,
But you know the
fucking
one
Ben
where, like, the
Stiller
guy's, like,
and
posing with,
Owen
like,
Wilson.
Yeah, the one where one of the characters is, like posing for a photo shoot, and then he looks behind him, and then he sees Owen Wilson like walking up behind him, and he does like a double take. He's like, "What the fuck?"
What is this? A school for ants?
People don't even know that there was a Zoolander 2 in the chat. Yeah, it came out like fucking 8 years ago.
I kept
is...
seeing the posters, like, for the movie in the shopping centers, but, like, that's about all that I know about it.
Okay, so the only
And then
thing
a
I
couple
will
years later, the meme
defend.
surfaced, and I'm like, oh, okay.
I will
like
defend a couple of
Benedict
things.
Cumberbatch playing a funny non-binary character. 'Cause
Yeah.
that was the first time I knew that could even exist.
Because everybody was
All
like
was funny.
everybody was criticizing that movie for being like non-binary phobic or whatever, but I think All is a
I thought
non-binary.
that was positive representation.
Yeah, All is a non-binary icon. Like they are asked all the questions like, are you a man or a woman? What do you have down there? And All is just an unbothered, gender-neutral king, because they do not give two shits.
Gender-neutral monarch.
Yeah.
I was about to say, yeah, you just contradicted yourself. What are you doing calling him a king?
Language is
Fuck,
entirely
Benedict
self-contradictory.
Cumberbatch. That was like one of the only other things I had seen Benedict Cumberbatch in, other than Doctor Strange and Sherlock, and I was like, this guy is pretty funny.
Yeah.
I need to do more funny stuff.
Other things I will say also as well, on a slightly unrelated note, the funniest part of Zoolander 2 was the commercial. Oh no, I'm dead again. The funniest part of Zoolander 2 was the commercial where Kristen Wiig plays like a vaguely Eastern European woman who has like a cosmetics company in the movie, and it's like this really funny like fake commercial for the cosmetics, because she has just like the weirdest accent where she just mispronounces everything, and it's very funny. And nothing in the movie itself is as funny as that fake commercial for the movie.
That's
Speaking of which,
marketing outdoes the actual jokes in the film.
well, I mean, it's just that Kristen Wiig is funny as hell when you let her be funny.
You know, when I was a teenager, I had kind of a crush on Kristen Wiig.
I remember
that. She was pretty, because you know, I got my thing about older women, and I thought she was cute, and then I heard that there was a movie called Welcome to Me coming out where she did a completely nude scene, and I was like, oh wow, I'm a horny 17-year-old. That sounds great. And then I watch it, and then that actual scene, the context of it makes it incredibly sad and disturbing, and it's the most unsexy thing imaginable. And I was like, oh, now I just feel bad.
Oh, I also saw. Speaking of which, speaking of older women in Kristen Wiig, I recently rewatched one of Kristen Wiig's latest movies, so you know how she wrote and starred in Bridesmaids about 10 years ago now, right?
Yeah, that was like one of her movies. That was
her big breakthrough after she quit SNL. So she and the girl from SNL that she wrote Bridesmaids with made a movie that came out right at the tail end of the pandemic that nobody paid attention to, called Barb and Star Go to Vista Del Mar, and it stars.
I watched that.
Isn't it so good? I love it.
It's fucking funny as shit.
Yeah, it's great. And
Kristen Wiig plays two characters.
She does.
And they're never in the same scene together.
They are.
It's
They are.
even funnier.
Just one
Like
time.
once at the end.
Does anyone in chat know what the fuck I'm talking about? I'm lost.
It's just this weird random comedy movie that came out like 3 years ago.
And it's like funny as hell because it's like it's just like it's this very sort of very heightened reality. So am I going back to the house? Is that where I'm going?
Yeah,
Going back to the mansion.
And that's the bit on the right, correct? On the right of the map,
no,
correct?
Left. Go to the left.
So like,
You want to go into the courtyard.
but that's the way I came.
Is it? No. Like,
Yeah, it is. It's the way I came from. This is the way I came from. So I'm gonna go the other direction and see where that goes.
I forgot this section. Does he have to fill up and unfill that damn swimming pool again?
oh, maybe.
I don't think so.
Oh, you know what? Does the waterfall at some point have to get blocked off? Like, is there a thing he has to do with that? I mean, I know he has to do that eventually, but I don't know if it's something he has to do right now.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, you gotta find some sort of, like, battery or something to put into that little compartment.
Well, that's in the house.
Okay, so that's for later then.
Yeah, that's in the mansion. Whatever
Well, head
way
over to the
you can get.
Just humor me for a bit.
Yeah.
You could do that too. Yeah.
You know what? He played this more recently, and I watched him play it, so maybe he'll remember better than I did. 'Cause last time I played this was like 2 years. You played this like last year, and I played this like 2 years ago. Last time, so you're slightly fresher than I am. I mean, we both played this game a fair amount of times. It's just I think you're more recent.
I'm always fresh, motherfucker.
This man, fresh as fuck. This is the freshest man.
I'm the freshest motherfucker you'll ever see.
Yeah,
The freshest prince.
I really enjoyed. My favorite is the cheeseburger in paradise scene in Barb and Star.
I can't remember that exact particular scene.
It's the one where they
Who is the love interest?
The love interest was played by the guy from 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh yeah, don't they both hook up with him at the same time? And that further complicates the drama.
See, I told you that I'd get back here.
You did it.
You did what I suggested, though.
Yeah, that's why he succeeded.
He's playing like it was his idea all along, and I don't like that.
Hey, you know deep down in your heart,
motherfucker.
but it's on video that it was your idea. So let's just ride that high. Let's just be
right now.
The history will remember whose idea it was. Oh, hey, look!
You're on the wrong side of history, David.
History will remember. It's a matter of historical record.
I don't actually
literally
care.
can't carry anything else.
Huh?
I said you can't carry anything else.
Did you read the note on the wall?
No.
Stream your actual.
Why didn't you read the note on the wall?
Because I didn't want to.
Oh. It was a nice message from either Wesker or Barry, and they're like, "Hey, I found some stuff for you, buddy."
And David fucking like admiring the jiggle physics on the tits. I see what you're doing.
This Bicon has failed me. I have not played Mortal Kombat 1 yet. Mortal 1 Combat.
I was watching the cutscene.
Cutscene! Ooh! Cutscene!
There's a first-person view of a big cool boss. This looks so much better than the fucking PS1 version of this scene.
Oh yeah.
Where, cause like, that was the only time in the entire game where any of the fucking like backgrounds were pre-rendered was in order to have the thing run around, or not pre-rendered was when they were CG. And it's just like you could kind of tell
so
what
can
it's
I-
supposed
so
to
can
be,
I-
but it looks so much worse.
Okay, so can I fight? Do I
render
fight
that
this
shit
guy
in
or do I not?
You
can fight him.
can. It just takes a lot. Like shotgun is
Use
probably
your shotgun.
best
Use your
suited towards
shotgun for
these.
sure. You know what? I recommend
Megan
you should
Fox's
fight him. I reckon
stellar
you should
voice
fight him.
acting.
I think you should fight him because they will get in your way, and it's better to just get rid of them because they're pretty fucking crazy. The good thing about these is that you can just, kill them once and they'll never get back.
Oh, he's getting
unlike the
grabbed.
zombies.
Oh, taser!
Unlike the zombies, they won't like fucking get reincarnated into a stronger version of themselves.
Yeah.
So it's just a one and done deal. Also, I'm pretty sure, are those the windows that the dogs came in from, or are those the windows that were slightly cracked?
These are the windows that... I think those are just for hunters. Oh.
Because
Hunter killers, maybe?
There was one where the dogs came in, and there was one where, like, one set where the dogs came in, and there was another one where they were slightly cracked. So I'm just wondering if those were the slightly cracked ones.
Yay! I
Your
died!
fucking throats.
Yay!
To answer your question in chat about the new Mortal Kombat game, from everything I've heard about Megan Fox's voice acting, it is exactly as bad as you fear.
Oh, I can tell you for a fact it's fucking terrible.
Well, I
it's
mean,
unfortunate.
of all the numerous qualities which Megan Fox has
Been attributed.
has been of all her positive attributes, as one might say.
I love how you put emphasis on the wrong syllables.
What are you talking about? I always pronounce
attributes.
I always pronounce the right syllables. Of all the positive attributes that she has, I never thought that her voice was one of them. Like, as a performer,
just generic woman voice.
Well, no, it's really just because you watch the game, or you watch the cutscenes of the game, and then every time Natara speaks, it's just like
it's just April O'Neil from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
It's just like California Valley Girl, like your average California Valley Girl, but it's just Natara.
I don't know anything about this Mortal Kombat thing. I've been getting ads for it on YouTube.
She's supposed to play like a cool vampire demon lord who runs around biting people and is crazy. And then she delivers her lines like, "We have to save Outworld from Shao Kahn. Let's go, team. I'm getting famished for blood."
Doesn't mean we're evil.
Doesn't mean we're evil. It's pretty bad. You know, I saw someone say something really funny and just like perfectly encapsulate the thing on Twitter. Is they said, you could hire a roofer to help you with your plumbing.
Oh, I saw that.
And you know, they could be a really good roofer, and they'll probably kind of get the job done. But it would probably be preferable if you just got someone who is trained for it to do it instead, so that you don't fucking have your pipes leaking.
I love that analogy so much.
Because it's like, yeah, you guys are both handy. You're in similar fields, but ultimately it's a different skill set, and I would prefer the person with the correct training just do it, instead of just getting someone who's available because they're famous, I guess. I don't know. Because this is not the first time this has happened with Mortal Kombat, because the last game had Ronda Rousey in it, playing Sonya. And she's not an actor, she's an athlete.
You know what else? What other you know what other big project Megan Fox is about to be in?
What?
What?
She's in the 4th Expendables movie. Expendables.
They're making a 4th one?
They're making a 4th.
Wait,
it's already.
I thought the goal was to get like action heroes.
Yeah, it's so weird. They were like,
she was
we need. It's like they were thinking, look, we have
She's not an action hero in that. She does like one actiony thing in the first movie.
Here's my theory. Here's my theory for why they did it. No, die. No, get away from me. Here's my theory, is that they just thought, look, we have this movie that we're making to target horny middle-aged men who grew up in the 80s, right? I don't think it's controversial.
She's been around long enough that demographic knows her as a Hollywood hot girl, I guess.
Yeah, they needed a hot girl, and she was cheap and available.
Oh, that's fucked up. That's like the meanest way to put it.
Listen, I am not going to... Listen.
What do you mean by that?
What I mean by that is, like, I know I'm insulting her, but it's also true. Look, we gotta keep it real, guys. Like,
it just sucks that they don't, like, they keep casting, like, really weird, like, bad choices for the female characters.
In Mortal Kombat?
Like, it seems like, in Mortal Kombat, and it seems like you're being sexist when you point it out. But, like, this would be just as bad if they, like...
If they cast Mike Tyson for, like, you know...
Jax. Because, like, Jax is supposed to be a pretty serious character. He's relatively young. He's a badass. He's in the military. Mike Tyson's, like, got, like, a funny-sounding cartoon voice. And,
he does.
Like,
Are
when
we
he
still talking
because
about Mortal Kombat, or are we talking? About
yeah, like if we're talking about Mortal Kombat,
Okay.
but yeah, it's just like I've noticed recently that there's been this weird wave of getting like voice actresses that just are not great in a couple of AAA games, and it sucks because you want to just criticize the performance, but then it feels like you're like other people jump in and they just start criticizing them for being a woman, and it sucks. I hate how the whole garbled situation got with the new Ada Wong voice actor in Resident Evil 4 remake, because
I did
they
hear
got
that.
the lady they got the lady who played Ada in the post-credit scene of Welcome to Raccoon
I'm
City.
poisoned. What do I do?
Whoa! Are you serious?
Yeah, that lady who she had like one line as Ada in that movie.
It was a
got
post-credit
her,
scene, yeah.
yeah, to do the the mocap and voice acting for Ada and Resident Evil 4 remake. And I'm sure she's fine as a screen actor, but her voice performance in Resident Evil 4 was like abysmal. Like it was
Yeah, I wasn't too,
distractingly bad.
Yeah, I wasn't too big of a
And-
fan.
still works.
Because she just she sounded like she was reading off a script every time she was like saying anything. It didn't sound like the character was saying something. It sounded like someone was reading something out loud. Like it was bad. You know? And then the whole conversation stopped being about please cast voice actors to voice act, and then immediately just turned into people just being racist, which sucks.
I mean, that's how it is on the internet, really. Like, I feel like after a certain point, you just have to
It sucks that you gotta fuck it up for everyone and then ruin
Yeah.
a legitimate discussion.
There's that song
Because,
from...
they just want to start trashing her for being Asian or something, and it's like, what the fuck? The character is
The
Asian.
character is Asian, yeah.
Here's the weird thing. I believe she's a Chinese-American actress. She is the actual first Asian to ever play Ada Wong in a game. If you look through Ada Wong's list of voice actors, Ada Wong, Chinese-American character, her last name is Wong. She's very clearly Asian. If you look through the list of her voice actors, it is almost exclusively blonde white ladies.
Oh, hold on a minute. Let me verify that.
Fact check me on this. I want you to verify this. Check out
Courtenay Taylor, a very weird name spelling that, who played her in Resident Evil Damnation. You had Junko Minagawa, who played her in the same movie. I would assume that's the Japanese version of that. I don't know.
Yeah, because they do the English dub and the Japanese dub.
Okay.
If you want to maybe check that, see if there's a comparing the voices video, because they'll sometimes put up a big collage.
There's
of
an
all
actress
the
called Lee Bingbing, who played her in Resident Evil, just Resident Evil.
Hey guys, I need help.
Okay.
I'm poisoned. What do I do to unpoison myself?
Do you have any blue herbs?
I have two.
Blue herbs.
I have
If
two.
you eat those, it will make you not poisoned.
Okay,
You
good.
can spray yourself, right? I think the spray works.
The first aid spray did not work.
Oh, okay. You already tried that.
Yeah.
I was too googling to notice.
How dare you? Do I save the acid shells for later? From the gun?
I think you could use them. I think the acid shells are perfect for those new enemy types.
I've already killed two of them. How many more are there?
A lot.
Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of the shotgun.
No, keep the shotgun. You want the shotgun.
So
If
get
you
rid of
were to
the
something,
pistol,
I
then.
would get rid of the pistol.
Well, bring in my acid shells
Yeah,
and my grenade launchman.
your grenade.
Granada.
Granada.
Yeah.
Ada Wong voice actresses. Games.
So Ada Wong sounds like they got Ada Wong Ada wrong. Am I right?
You should be ashamed of yourself. That was a terrible joke.
Am I right?
Stinky.
Stinky?
Yeah.
Not as stinky as you.
got me. You're right. You know what? I'll give you that.
I saw it because when we were seeing Zoolander 2 together, I smelled you.
Don't say that. I don't like that.
Okay, there, I'm back. I was just grabbing my food.
Fucking bitch ass. Looks like you're right. All of the actual Asian voice actresses for the character are just for the
Just for the Japanese dub.
for the dub, yeah.
Isn't that bizarre?
Wait, no,
No!
that's not true. True, I got you there on a technicality. On Puzzle Fighter for the 2017 video game, Ada Wong is voiced by Shannon Chan Kent.
What the fuck is Puzzle Fighter?
I have no fucking idea, but it's a game wherein Ada Wong appears.
Okay, well, regardless, it still stands. It makes sense that they would try to go for an Asian American voice actress. And, you know, I guess there was a little bit of synergy going on, because it's like, oh, you know, we just cast someone new for this role for the movie. Maybe we could give it a try. It didn't work. It was an experiment. Didn't really pan out.
She's so flat. That's my problem with it. Is her delivery is not. There's no charisma to it.
It's
She
like
just sounds bored in the audio booth.
Well, it's not even just the boredom, because Ada she tends to be a little bit monotone already, because the character just takes everything so seriously. But it's also the fact that it really just doesn't sound like a person speaking. It sounds like someone reading a script.
Well, yeah, it's just unenthusiastic.
It gives the same energy as like. You remember when the teacher used to ask you to read a section from the book in front of the class?
Yeah.
That's the kind of delivery.
When I was teaching, I would force kids to do that all the time, and I'm not repentant of it.
But see, I feel like that kind of brings up an interesting point of if the voice delivery and the performance can be done by somebody who isn't of that race, as cool as it would be to have the two match, like you gotta like have some priority there, right? Like, yeah, it's a cool like fact to know that, oh, this was voiced by like an actual Asian American or like an actual Asian, but like if somebody who isn't that can like do a much better job of doing it, of like voicing the character, even if they aren't like lined up ethnically. I mean,
it's like,
I don't know.
I think you should always prioritize getting the best performance you can in terms of, because voice acting is different. It's not the same as live action acting.
Exactly.
When it's live action acting,
you're getting
you have
representation.
more thought into that.
Because the character that you're seeing is like somebody who isn't just white. But just in terms of performance, you want to get somebody who like delivers a better performance, as opposed to somebody who like you could just say like, oh, this voice actress was Asian. It's like, all right, cool, but like the fucking voice acting sucks.
I always think about like Phil Lamar is one of the most talented and fucking like insanely god tier voice actors of all time, and he has such crazy range that you almost can't even tell. He can play two characters in a scene and you wouldn't even notice, right? But one of his big roles is he plays Samurai Jack. He's a Japanese man, and you can't even tell, even though Phil Lamar himself is a black man. He just like he's not doing like a weird offensive accent. Just something about the way he does the voice. He carries like such a strength and like.
How do I open the jewelry box? There's a recession here. What do I put in there?
Remember the funny little tiger head that you had to put a gem in one of the eyes?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got to do something to the
one
other
of those
eye.
gems.
You only put one gem in one eye.
Where do I find the other gem?
Isn't that the question? Fucking go look around. Go exploring. You have the key to open every single door in the house now.
Almost every single door.
Well, yeah. But like, just the ones that matter. But yeah, also like another example, fucking Kara Strong and Ben 10.
What about 10 Ben?
Yeah, you don't even
Like
You,
just
you
need a
don't even have to
performance
match the
sound right.
gender of the character you're playing.
Like it doesn't fucking matter who's doing it behind the scenes as long as like the performance comes out right.
As long as that voice sounds natural and believable.
Because that's
you
the
know?
priority.
I-
Like the priority isn't we need to like get someone to like it would be nice, ideally, but it's not the priority. Like there's a distinction. Because I think
You
with,
know,
like
it reminds me of
I
when a
haven't
lot of
played-
voice actors like step down from roles. Oh, the mirror stepped down from roles in like the last couple of years. And I feel like sometimes they handled it really well, and other times, like, I don't know.
they were bitter about it.
But like, yeah, well, you know, some voice actors like did it begrudgingly, I think, and some were like really graceful about it. Like, you know, Cleveland in Family Guy has traditionally been voiced by a white guy since the very beginning. But what they did, and this was awesome, I think, is they found a guy who sounds identical, who does a series of YouTube videos, and he's like way younger. He's like our age, I think, and he does YouTube videos of Cleveland playing like video games, like Cleveland Brown from Family Guy plays Call of Duty or something, right?
Well, it's also a different conversation whether if your animated series is like a sitcom where it's based on real, like, these are supposed to be real people, or if it's like
versus like, you know, who's voicing this robot?
yeah,
Like Transformers. Who gives a fuck what race you are when you voice a Transformer or something?
but like if you're
Well, again,
representing
it's
real
like-
people and in the way that like The Simpsons or Family Guy or hey, even let's say Phineas and Ferb, there's different responsibilities to go along with that. And the risk is that if you hire a non-ethnic actor to play an ethnic character, but you could come off as insensitive if you do that in a wrong way.
There's
You
there's
could
times
do
where
it
it can
right.
like fall into the category of playing the stereotypes, and if you don't have that perspective from an actor of that ethnicity portraying that character, sometimes someone else could get it wrong and do something that could be potentially offensive. But someone
that's
who has
also
that
when you get a good
perspective,
voice director.
yeah, that's true.
Because
You know.
it all comes into like it's all tied to one another. What you're saying isn't like I agree with it, David, but it's not necessarily always the case. Like it's not an either or situation. It definitely comes down to like how you want the voice to come. Like it depends on what you're doing. It depends on the tone that you're going for. Like, is it more of a comedic thing? Is it more of a serious thing?
What am I doing here
that
with
all
this
factors
guy?
in, for sure.
What am I doing this guy? With
But
this
I don't
guy?
know if it's like exclusive to
With
one
the
or other.
eagle, what am I doing? What am I doing?
There was
Can
a
I
note
see
that
the
you,
eagle in your
you
inventory?
missed.
No,
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 there's
the
no-
eagle on screen.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's a note right on the table there.
I don't believe in reading. I work at a library. I don't believe in reading.
We are there to shoot some unauthorized, crazy porn.
Debbie, do you have a straw?
Yeah, here you go.
Are you gonna use it?
Yeah, I've got mine.
Oh.
You know we're recording still, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
We got an Anna cameo.
You're on the stream.
Sorry.
Anyway,
Anyway,
we
I
need
don't-
to hire someone to play the librarian. Really, it could just be anyone if you can just get the glasses on them. You know those glasses. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, those glasses.
Becky has those glasses
Basically
now.
play into their vocal performance a bit, stuff that might not be able. Sure, but it's not exclusive.
But like I have these tables that I climb up on, and then there's this eagle that rotates and always looks at me. What do I do with the eagle?
Does it not say in the note?
No. The note is all about how this was whole set up by Umbrella.
Do we just like get him to look for more clues, or do we just tell him? Because there's definitely a way.
Was
to
there a
figure-
light switch in this room?
I'm just
Yes.
gonna tell. Yeah, by the door that you came in from.
I tried to hit
No, I
that.
asked it. Has he?
Oh, interesting.
Switch off the light switch.
Right. Okay.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's that?
I was thinking you need to grab something out of the eagle. But it's attached to something and refuses to
Definitely has
budge.
something to do with it. So if you'll notice, the eagle is following you where you go, right? Kind of like a security camera.
I do.
Yeah. How do you avoid being detected by a security camera?
Turn off the security camera.
Well, if you can't do
Or-
that, how would you do it?
Just don't get in its field of view.
And how would you do that realistically?
Standing
Yeah, you
under
have the
it.
right idea. Yeah, you have the right idea. But also, you gotta move quickly. So, you gotta get it to look in one direction, and then get it to hold that position, and then go to where you need to go before it catches up. There you go.
I can't carry any more items. Fuck.
Fuck.
I'm gonna use some health. I'm gonna retrieve some health.
Use no, use the hub. There you go. Alright, quick.
What else from the chat can we talk about?
I haven't been looking.
Galactastar Gaming says, I can never get into the gameplay of classic Resident Evil, though weirdly I do like Silent Hill. It's the same. What are you talking
it's
about?
the cameras. I feel like it's the cameras, because it's definitely the same gameplay in terms of the way they structure the movements. But with Silent Hill, the camera's a lot more liberal. As in, it's not just...
It's because
it's a lot more dynamic.
Silent Hill does actual 3D backgrounds instead of
I don't
just
think it's
tricking
gonna-
you.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Instead of
so
just
they-
doing with like tricks with perspective.
Yeah. So the camera can freely move.
Especially when you're walking through a hallway and it's just behind you and following you, it's nice.
Yeah. I like both, but I have a weird preference to Resident Evil's like style of camera. There's just something so charming about it.
You know, it's just that it's cool because it's a video game that can actually have cinematography during the gameplay. And that's so unique.
Yeah.
I love this puzzle. This one's fun.
This one's really cool. Alright, David, I'll give you a hint. With the pieces that are already on the board, try to push them as close to the borders as you possibly can.
Do we want to give final thoughts on that whole voice acting rant since it kind of fizzled out because we got distracted by gameplay?
Yeah. My thoughts are, everything that everybody's saying is 100%, like, I agree with it. But I don't think it's exclusive
valid.
to one side. I don't think it's exclusive to one side or the other. I definitely think you can have both. It just depends on a bunch of factors. It depends on your voice cast, the voice director, the tone of the thing that you're making. Because you can definitely get somebody who is of like a member of that like race or of that culture that you try and represent that would not be able to do as good of a job as somebody else who isn't. Like it just kind of depends. But like conversely, you can get somebody who is of that race or of that culture that can do a better job than somebody else who isn't. Like it just depends on who you're getting and kind of what you're doing.
Okay,
and it
like
just
think
depends
about
on,
this.
the team as a whole.
I'm agreeing with you. It's like imagine like, you want to portray a character in an animation thing or a video game or something, and the character is like a Japanese immigrant. Sure, you could probably find a white guy who could speak Japanese like well enough that like most English speakers would watch it, but then like people who actually know Japanese would be like, that accent is not someone who's fucking from that country. That's weird, you know? So getting someone who's native and actually, grew up in that culture and that environment, they could actually add something better to that. They could maybe even give...
Ha! There we go.
Definitely.
give like a better perspective for the script that they're working on, or the character that they're playing, and it just makes
Even
the
if it
actual
doesn't-
character more authentic. And sometimes that stuff does lead to better performances. But
Yeah.
sometimes don't just cast someone just because of the optics of
Solely
it,
based off of that, yeah.
because you want someone who's also going to do the job correct.
100%.
Okay, so what do I do use the yellow gemstone for? Do I just put that
You gotta
back in
put
the
it
item
in
box?
the fucking in the funny little lion statue.
Okay. I don't remember where that is.
What about English dub voice acting?
Like for like anime.
I think
I don't know. I mean,
Mhm.
I feel like a lot of really talented VAs have come from that background, is getting their start in anime dubbing.
I would say I am. What was I gonna say?
I don't hate anime dubs actually.
I think
there's
all
some
anime
dub.
I think anime dubs are fine, as long as the voice actors aren't creeps.
Yeah, fair. You know what? We can all agree on that.
Well, now hold on a minute.
Makes me so sad because I used to love Full Metal Alchemist as a kid.
Yeah. I mean, sorry, I said yeah. Like, you're gonna like continue. What happened with Full Metal Alchemist?
One of the main voice actors is a sex pest.
Like the main character, I can't remember exactly what it was. It happened years and years ago. It was like, I feel like it was like 10 years ago or something. But basically got outed for being like a weirdo who would prey on girls at anime conventions.
Like a
Just,
groomer,
he was-
as in an actual groomer, not the way
like
right wingers use the word.
And when I say girls, I mean like girls, like
Underage
actual
girls.
little girls. Okay.
which was
You know what's really
Very
fucking
sad.
weird, but also kind of funny, is
Oh,
in
God.
the 3D industry, there's a whole department dedicated to creating, styling, and shaping a character's hair in like a 3D, in a 3D animation setting. And the title they
Yeah.
give that department are groomers.
oh no.
Yeah. How fucking weird must that be? So what do you do for a living? Oh, I'm a groomer. I'm a professional groomer.
Man, their lives must be real.
Or complicated. They have to like describe the whole thing in its entirety instead of just giving like the key.
So where's the lion statue?
like the
Where's the
title.
lion statue?
In that room. Okay, go back to the map.
No.
It's on this floor down the hall.
On this floor, yeah. Alright, what's the name of this thing?
You know who else has that problem? People who
Huh?
color comics.
True.
What's that?
People who color comics. They're called colorists.
I don't follow.
Another
is that
way
like
to.
the racism joke?
Yeah. So in this hallway or where?
Colorist-
Where?
Alright, go back to the map. Go back. You went on the map for like a split second, and now you're fucking swearing.
Where?
Alright. On the right, you see that little room that's shaded in red.
Yes, but also
Like, all
no.
the way, like up on the east side. So like you see that little like arrow where your character is. If you go down the right hallway,
Take
through the
two
door.
rights and a left. That's how I would describe it. Take 2 rights and a left.
Fucking eat my ass. Explain it to me.
Just think of it like he's driving a car.
I've never told somebody how to fucking drive a car. I have a fucking drive. I got pulled
Talk
up.
to him like you're trying to tell him where the bathroom is at your house.
I'll just fucking like show him at that point.
Not
Like,
that
I
one, the other one.
I don't believe in directions.
I don't believe in direction.
I'm an anarchist.
He's a communist. He doesn't believe in direction.
Take another right.
Ah!
Ah!
Boy fucking chowing down on this motherfucker.
He will have his shotgun retribution.
Alright, you might want to heal up.
No.
No, you passed it.
No. I refuse.
No, that's not it. That
Aw.
fuck. You done fucked up. You done goof.
Now we have to give him back to the store.
This product is defunct.
Defangled.
Mm-hmm. He bought it again.
Oh my god.
He's doing it.
Oh my god. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, Jesus Christ. Holy fuck. Oh, jeez. Oh, shit. Oh, come on. Oh.
Intentionally feeding me.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, come on.
Pete!
Getting so fucking.
It's David's problem.
Do you have fries?
Yeah, you can have some fries. Not all of them, though. You already had dinner. I haven't had dinner yet.
But is it a woman's dinner or a man's dinner?
Yeah, well, if it's a woman's dinner, that takes priority.
Yeah,
Fucking
exactly.
sergeant.
What's the difference?
Well, you see, according to
Xavier just
the
destroyed
Stormlight
sexism
Archives,
in one
you see, according to the Stormlight Archives, women's food is sweet and men's food is salty and spicy.
David just brought fucking sexism back.
Yeah. I invented sexism.
I destroyed sexism and then he brought
And
it
then David
back
brought it
right
back.
away. He couldn't live without it for fucking 10 seconds.
Nope.
Needed it back.
a
Hey,
disc
no,
for
that's
re-
important.
a disc for rebooting a system of some sort. What system?
Yeah,
Maybe.
Save that for later.
What
Yeah, use
system?
it to reboot your PS1.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'll be able to play games
Fucking
on my
reform.
phone again.
A man's dinner is just a bottle of beer and an entire pack of smokes. This implies this implies that like men eat the cigarettes, not smoke it.
Wait, you guys don't eat cigarettes?
No.
You mean I've been doing it wrong this entire time?
Why do they come in a box like French fries?
Yeah, and they taste so good.
You guys ever had the like candy that looks like cigarettes as a kid?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking love those.
I thought all cigarettes were candy.
They stopped calling them candy cigarettes after a while and just started calling them like sugar sticks or whatever. Because they didn't
This
want to
children
encourage
start
kids.
to eat cigarettes.
Either that or they didn't want to encourage kids to start smoking by selling them a product that looks like cigarettes. You know?
Look at
I
this.
mean, okay, but like, where are the parents in this?
It was a fucking
So
80s, man. They
fucking
were
stupid.
Parents in the 80s didn't give a shit. You could let your fucking 10-year-old walk all the way home from school and get eaten and like murdered like 15 different ways.
That fucking bastard should have known how to fight, I tell you.
I just like to see Barry walk in on Jill doing this. He just walks in and goes, "Are you okay?" And she says yes. Because she is okay, because this is a very normal thing to do.
So if she's okay and she starts like fucking going on about a bunch of like abstract, arbitrary, like really.
She
long-
starts saying, "You know, I've been thinking about I've been thinking about this a lot, and I've decided not to vaccinate my children."
fucking, yeah, man.
You know what? You do you, Jill. You do you. Oh, God.
I love the voice crack. That was a perfect time to have a voice crack.
Oh,
The only thing more cracked than your voice is my spine.
The only thing more cracked than my voice is your skill at this game. Epic
Hold on,
Gamer!
this is very relevant to me. This is very relevant to me. Your candy cigarettes had to be renamed in Australia for very fair reasons. What did they get renamed to? Because I've been trying to track those down for a while.
I think they're just sugar sticks.
If that's such an American name.
What if they renamed them to marijuana fake marijuana joints? That would be much better.
Again, David, this is an American.
Listening to David ever try to talk about drugs is always the funniest shit ever, because
marijuana.
It's a marijuana cigarette joint that has been rolled with weed in it.
You guys want to try some brownies with weed inside of it?
I looked it up. They're just called candy sticks now.
Somebody made a David-esque joke and said, "Are they called candy cunts in Australia?"
Oh.
Damn. Sorry, buddy, but this ain't it.
Well,
you know what? I'll give you this. I like where your mind was at.
It's
You're
only
trying.
funny when I
saw
say
the
it.
effort.
I like where your mind was at, though. I do appreciate the hustle.
So if a real asshole moves into your neighborhood and it just so happens that he's a rich asshole, does that mean that when he moves into your neighborhood, that's countrification?
I haven't thought of that before.
Something to think
No
about.
fucking rich guy is moving into my neighborhood, that's for sure.
And if he does, I'm gonna kill him.
You should befriend them and then be super close friends with them, so that later on you could like.
Someone in the chat said something funny.
I don't believe you.
It's acid, kids. If you want free sugar sticks, you can just.
No, I was laughing at the thing they said after that. What if I said the joke louder and with more confidence? Alright,
Yeah,
alright, the first one didn't do it for me. That was a good save. That worked.
I mean, I thought the joke originally was pretty fun. What does that say about me?
You're easily amused?
Big dumb.
I am
Easily amused,
actually,
baby
that's a
man.
fact, I am easily amused.
Uh-oh.
But you know what? Fuck it. That's me. I love that.
Honestly, it's a better way to live. He's happier than the rest of us fucking cynical assholes.
I'm a fucking Chad for that. I'm a real one for that. What if the rich dude was actually a nice guy? You know, it's possible.
His name is Bruce, and he's got like 6 adopted sons for some reason.
Yeah. Fucking paid. He offered to pay my college tuition. Pretty out of nowhere, if you ask me. Wonder if he has any
I feel
alternative.
like that guy's. I feel like he's hiding something. He's too nice.
What are his ulterior? It's so sad that we live in such a world where like that's the thought that we gravitate to when somebody's nice.
Yeah.
What's he hiding?
What do you get out of this?
What do you know that I don't know?
Oh, I love this room.
Yeah, that one's pretty fucked up, honestly.
This one wasn't in the original.
No, it wasn't. Man, it's crazy how this remake and the Dead Space remake are like the best examples of how to remake something. One
Just
is
make it
just
pretty much the
modernizing
same, but
everything,
better.
but like keeping the intent of it the same. And then the other one, which is this one, is just like just keeping everything the same, but overhauling the graphics and just adding new shit, but also giving you the option to play it like you would a normal game.
And then Resident Evil 4 remake comes out, and it's like, let's lampshade
it was
the
a
fact
generic-
that we took the humor out by putting references to it in the achievement list.
That would be really fucking funny, huh? It's really fucking sad when you think about it.
Yeah.
So a friend of mine just texted me and said, "Do you know what chalk tastes like?" And I've had to say, "Sorry, no."
What tastes like?
Chalk.
Do I go down the hole?
Why would you know something like that?
Do I go down the hole?
Critical Hit asks, "Hey,
Yeah.
would you know how to deal with game-breaking bugs in the Dead Space remake?" I would not, because I didn't see any. My copy was bizarrely stable compared to other people's from the sound
Hold
of
on a minute. To that, I would inquire, what sort of game-breaking bugs are we talking about here?
it. Is it that fucking one cutscene where it keeps deleting the characters weirdly?
If that's the one you're getting, just restart your game. Like, just hit restart checkpoint and you should be fine. If it's something else, I'm sure a similar solution would be...
It might take 2 or 3 tries, but it should be okay.
Yeah. Not saying that's what's happening, but it'd be really funny if the game-breaking bugs in question is just like an enemy being too difficult.
Yeah, this one keeps regenerating every time I cut its limbs
Do I
off.
press the switch?
I can't seem to kill it? Like, what's going on with that?
Broken game. Needs
You're
another
a
remake.
broken
They should
game.
do
Needs a
a
remake.
second remake.
We should remake. Do you think there's gonna be a remake of the Resident Evil remake in a few years?
I'm sure,
God.
like
Of this
after
one
it's
or
finished
like
or
of the later one?
Do I kill the spider? Do I kill the spider?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay.
Spider. In the level where you gotta transfer the big space rock thing upwards, and let me use it lift upward. I'm trying to think.
I mean, it should just go on its own.
Is that like in the third act?
Yeah. When you're moving the marker through the storage area, and then you got to send it over to the other part so Kyan could load it on the ship. They actually made it easier than the original because you don't have to manually drag it anywhere. You just like press the button and it'll just go.
Well, that's kinda
However,
good
you
too.
do. Part of it is that you have to shoot some of the tentacles that are blocking the tracks. I think.
Yeah.
There's like the big glowing weak points. I don't know if you've destroyed all those, but maybe that'll do her. Otherwise, I have not encountered that bug in that particular area, but keep us updated.
Yeah, it could just also be like a thing that you haven't done. Like some objective that you may have missed or something, like a switch that you haven't pressed, or like a door that you haven't opened, just something like that.
Critical Hit says the elevator's just not working. Huh. Have you tried restarting the game at all? Like, is
I
this
would probably
persistent?
look up, like on Google or something, to see if somebody else has had the same issue. Because
They said
chances
they've tried
are,
that.
if you run into a bug like that, somebody else already has, and they would have like the same issue, and there's a strong chance that that would have been solved already.
It's really bizarre.
Huh.
Huh.
Oh boy.
Weird.
Ah boy. Ah crap, Lois.
Weird.
Weird, Lois. What a bizarre thing to do, Lois.
So
Hey, Peter, you're being pretty weird today. Are
You
you
know how I was
experiencing
earlier about-
game-breaking bugs in the new Dead Space remake?
you know how I was asking earlier about the renamed like candy cigarettes?
Yeah.
Shout out to Galactustar Gaming, bro. 'Cause I just
Why?
got a
What did they
DM.
do?
I got a DM on Discord with pictures of what they've been renamed to.
Look, I got the elevator working! Yay!
Looks like you're doing better than Critical Hit in the chat.
Oh yeah?
Oh, too soon?
Too soon.
Oh no! Oof. I saw what they've been renamed to.
Oh my god.
Here they're just called candy sticks.
I told you it was too American. I knew that we would never call them something as fucking like simple as that. God fucking damn it.
No! I don't want to waste my 2 knives on this guy.
You dumbass, that guy takes 3 knives to the face. Oh, get good.
Yeah, fucking good.
I'm gonna get your good if you know what I mean.
To what you said in the chat, did they actually ever confirm who was driving the car that ran over Brian Griffin? Have we ever circled back on that? I always think that could be like a really funny payoff for a joke, is that it was just like Quagmire's car or something.
Quagmire.
Because that would be in character for everyone involved.
You know what else would be in character?
That would be so in character of Quagmire if he just ran someone over. I said it would be so in character of Quagmire if he just ran someone over.
Uh-huh.
That was it. That was a joke. Like I was like building up from what you said.
That was really funny.
Okay.
Thank you for
What I
that.
said was the funny. It was meant to be anyway.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. I hope it works out better next time.
Yeah. Thanks. I'll keep at it.
Yeah, don't worry. Just, you gotta keep working.
I'll keep grinding.
I'm out of fries. Stop trying to leech my French fries off of me. This is what happens when you get married.
Oh, speaking of marriage,
This is why you
Spider-Man
should
was
never
really
get
fucking
married, and this is also why Spider-Man should never get married.
Oh.
You completely fucking overshadowed my joke.
Yes.
And what you said wasn't even that funny to justify it.
I'm glad. Thank you.
It was a new conversation starter and a joke, and both of those are meaningless now because you fucking you cut me off.
Thank you.
You interrupted me.
Thank
You
you.
ruined it. You ruined everything.
So I'm gonna stow most of this crap back.
Yeah, the CD you definitely don't need right now.
And the book I
know
don't
what
think
the
I
book
need
is.
either.
I feel like there's something in the book. Like, did you try examining it?
I did.
Yeah, I think you should do it better.
The better. Anyway, Spider-Man 2 looks really fucking good. The graphics look impeccable. The gameplay.
I
is
think
fucking amazing.
you're better.
I'm really excited. Thank you.
What can I do with this?
An eagle medallion. You should bite into it to see if it's genuine gold.
Do I keep it with me or do I put it in the box?
It's just a chocolate coin.
Do I keep it with me or do I put
Like
it
a
in...
little fucking wrapper.
Yeah.
Do I keep it with me or do I put it in the box?
Put it in the box for now, I think.
Okay.
I don't know where you're gonna be using that.
See, this is why I really hate the resource management stuff in here. And I was going to propose a
Who?
a compromise that I liked, but some other people here thought it was bad, which is that if you want to have the survival resource management stuff, fine. Just put that, give us two separate piles, which are the ammo and health and all that stuff, and the quest items. And I
Resident Evil 4.
Oh, thank God. That's so much better. Because that way I don't have to go running around constantly looking for to pick up the stuff that I need because I didn't want it because I wanted to have more health items instead. I hate that so much.
What you said is completely invalid because the system in this game is really fucking awesome, and you just fucking suck, and you're a crybaby. Look,
And L plus ratio plus
L
you fell
plus
off.
ratio plus you're white plus no one asked. Plus E plus no.
You could be white for all I know.
I'm not. I'll tell you that right now, buddy.
That's the best thing about it. He gets
I'm
away with that
racially
because he's not.
ambiguous.
No, I choose to believe that you are white.
Okay,
For the
whoa.
longest time, I actually thought he was too, based on his voice, and then
That's
I
my
thought,
religion.
Oh, okay, he's one of those.
My religion
It's
is
really
that
fucking funny because I am like racism destroyed incarnate. You think I'm white, but I'm not.
I choose to believe you're white,
like half white.
no matter what you
Not
say.
even. No, I'm not half white.
No matter what you say, I will believe that you're white. You can't prove me wrong.
Man, it's gonna be weird, like, seeing your face every day, because, like, I see your face, like, once every, like, 5 to 8 months, I would say.
I don't believe you have a face.
At most.
No, I'm slender.
But then he's gonna be like, he's gonna visit. David, you gotta come over when William visits. That's gonna be cool.
Okay, so I have a battery. What do I do with the battery?
Put
Dude,
it
we could
your
do one
ass.
of these in person.
We could do one of these in person. Let's do it when Silent Hill 2 remake drops.
Oh God! Oh no!
William has a face. No, I don't. I just said I'm slender.
Anything but bloober, please. Don't bloob me.
I have. Speaking of Slenderman, the fucking Slender the Arrival game is getting an update.
Oh,
10 years
don't
later.
bloob me. I don't want anybody to bloob me. I
What
just
is it?
got
Got a lot of
bloobed.
games we gotta play.
I just got bloobed last week.
Oh, blue, like the studio blue.
Yes.
That's really funny.
Nerdman in the chat. To answer your question, Spider-Man 94 is looking pretty good. I mean, issue 3 has been drawn for forever. It just takes a long time to color and ink it because Jacob's been busy with other things, and then that art style is fucking irritating to ink. So him and I have actually been like tag teaming work on it. Like, I've started trying to ink a couple bits of it, or I'll do like just the flat layer of colors so that he could do the shading and the backgrounds. But we've been, I would say we've like put colors down on every single page that's in issue 3 so far at one point or another. It's just a matter of just actually rendering everything out to get it finished.
So what am I doing with the battery?
The PS5 remaster of Slender is out, I think. No, it comes out October 18. On that note, you have up until October 18 to get the game. I mean, you can get it after, but there's going to be a price hike. That's if you're on PC. If it's on PS5, you'll have to buy it, like, separate.
Oh, yeah.
What do I do with
Because
the?
I've already got the game.
What do I
Yeah.
do with the battery?
Okay, now that you've got that big battery, do you remember that elevator outside in the courtyard
No,
that had like a big sparking junction box next to it?
no.
I feel like you can get to that later. There's a couple more things you can do at the mansion right now.
I mean, the battery is like the key to the next stuff.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, he can just get a bunch of, like, other stuff in the mansion that could potentially be of help to him.
All right. Try it out. Actually, I don't know. I feel like he's been everywhere. Look at all those unlocked doors.
Yeah, maybe. Did he get the Spencer Mansion key? Like, the master key or something?
I have this
Because
key,
you got
an
an
emblem
in your
key.
inventory. I don't know what that is, though. Spencer found. Yeah, there it is. You can unlock a door with that right now.
Where?
It's
the side.
on. It's actually right where you're going to be going already, because it's on the way to go out to the courtyard.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, 2 birds, 1 stone.
See, that's good game design. Is that you get these things in a sequence where you're like, you don't have to backtrack. You could just go make one trip.
Not to David, it isn't.
Well, I'm just too smart for their game design.
Cyborg Diego asks, "Hey Xavier, did you like the King of Killers Punisher run?" I read the first 2 issues of it and was like, "Wow, this is pretty cool. I'm gonna read the rest of this later," and then never got around to it. I still gotta read it.
You know, I think the other thing...
It's happened with a lot of books lately.
Here's the other thing about the fixed camera angles that I don't like, is that I feel that for me personally, the way my brain works, the fixed camera angles don't allow me to get as much of an idea of how the space is and how it works. So I feel that personally, if it was more traditional third person or first person, I would learn the layout of the map a lot more easily.
I would attribute that to LP tax from having to talk and play at the same time.
I think it's
when
also
I'm just
the
playing this
camera
game.
angles.
When I'm just playing this game, I get the layout memorized pretty quick.
Well, your brain is also weird.
For me, it just depends on the section that I'm at. Like the section that you're at right now, or that you were at before, that always tripped me out, and I had to resort to the map. But other sections, I would just I could figure out pretty easily. So I get what you're saying, but also kind of not. But I understand where you're coming from.
Are you invalidating my experiences?
Halfway, only a little bit.
Because if you invalidate my experiences, I'm gonna invalidate your face.
Invalidate? Oh. Did you just say invalidate?
Yes.
Yes.
Fucking bitch. That's not how you say it.
I said it already, but I'll repeat it for people who are new in the stream. I have not played the new Mortal Kombat. I cannot afford it right now.
Watch the fucking cutscenes, idiot.
Watch the cutscenes on YouTube like the rest of us do.
The game is literally just a cutscene, a big cutscene that is broken up by gameplay.
Listen, games are not meant to be played.
No,
games are meant to be watched.
Segments that are broken up by cutscenes. There's a difference.
Games are not meant to be played. Games are meant to be watched on YouTube.
Pretty good burn on NetherRealm story design.
Games are just meant to be watched as a YouTube compilation where you watch the 9-hour compilation of the cutscenes while you're...
Games are made for people like Markiplier to play and for us to watch him play.
That, but Five Nights at
My
Freddy's.
name is Markiplier. Today we're playing Mortal Kombat 1.
Every time you
Mortal 1 Combat.
That, but make it about Five Nights at Freddy's.
That's how.
Now, obviously, I'm a big fan of the series, so it's very exciting to finally get my hands on the new entry in the Mortal Kombat series. I hope it has lots of blood and guts and stuff.
I love how he doesn't talk like that anymore, but we still attribute that to
because so many people got used to doing the impression early on.
I got super popular with the Five Nights at Freddy's popularity because everybody would go to watch those, and when those blew up, people just got that idea that Markiplier just talks like that. But he does.
He talks like that for the first 10 seconds of the video, and then talks normal for the rest of it.
Well, it's sometimes. Even then, it's not as often anymore.
Would you believe that I have never watched a Markiplier video in my life?
That's actually really fascinating.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you're gonna pick any random Let's Play guy to watch, he is your safest bet. He is so nice. He's not annoying. He's generally, for the most part, pretty competent at the games he's playing, with a few exceptions.
I would put him and Jacksepticeye in the same league.
Jacksepticeye is he's got so much energy, and sometimes it's a little.
Okay, so I need to like
What
light a
is
candle,
accent?
right?
Fucking racist.
Or what do I need to do to? It says it's
Oh,
due to
you
actually.
need a lighter.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You need a fucking
I'm gonna light her if you know what.
Hold on. See if you can interact with the lamp.
I can't. I tried.
Okay.
Or I'm
I
gonna
don't
try
think you
again.
need the lighter. I think you just turn go turn. Turn the light on.
I'm gonna turn your light on if you know what I mean.
Was that the bite of 87?
Was that the bite of 87? You know what's okay? I'm gonna rant. I'm gonna go on a bit of a rant right here. That 100% was the bite of 87, and you know this because leading up to the game, every fucking thing pointed to that. In the series,
And then randomly Scott Coffin decided to backpedal it in a really
87
weird
was the
and
only
convoluted
thing
way.
that has been referenced. That, with regards to anything like an animatronic biting a human, there hasn't been any fucking thing else that has been mentioned or hinted at as like an event within the series that involved a bite. It was always the bite of 87. Zach, I know that's what they say now, but it fucking isn't. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, who says that? Did Scott
Everybody's
Coffin say
saying
that
the bite of
himself, or
83, and I
did
think it's
fucking
really
Game
fucking
Theory
stupid.
say that? Was
I
that a
think
thing Matt Pat said?
Hey,
It is,
listen.
and I
Hey,
think
guys.
his reasoning is stupid.
Guys,
Let-
I'm gonna interrupt for 1 second.
Hear me out.
Just
Here's what I think
because. Hey, listen. I'm gonna interrupt because I just wanted to make the announcement that I'm starting to get a bit of a headache, so I think I'm just gonna save the game and call it quits early because I'm starting to feel a little bit. And I have to go to
2
work.
minutes of your time just to rant because I need to get this.
And
out.
I
I've
have to
already
go
started the
to work
conversation.
tomorrow, so
Zach, I know the TV says 83, but a commercial doesn't need to come out the same.
That's
like
what
you
I'm
can
saying,
watch
and then
commercials
Matt
that came out a
shit.
few years ago.
100%. And matter of fact, takes that shit and
The
goes,
commercial
oh,
is just
it
4
means
years old.
1983. It doesn't mean jack fucking shit. Leading up to the game, literally fucking everything is like 1987, 1987. Who did the bite? Was it me? Fucking all the like the teaser images on Scott's website. It was all 1987. You look at the source code. It was 1987. Who did the bite? Was it me? Was fucking you have all of these animatronics going.
I
"Did
have
do the
literally
bite?
no
Was it
idea
me?"
what these
Blah, blah,
people are
blah.
talking about right now.
And there's so much fucking shit that like you could attribute to being like intentional setups for that fucking thing. And I would argue it is, but then MatPat comes out with this video, and he's like, well, actually, this isn't the bite of 1987 like you would think. It actually is 1983. And I feel like he worded it in such a way where Scott kind of looked at that and was like, oh, fuck, did he get me? Like, he gaslight Scott Cawthon into thinking, holy shit, did he just, like, fucking, did he, like, did I miss something? And then he convinced him, because he fucking does that. He convinced him that Scott made a mistake. And I think what happened, Scott looked at that shit and was like, I'm just gonna go with the fucking flow because he got me dead to rights. And people fucking went with it, but it makes no fucking sense. It doesn't. It literally doesn't. And it detracts from the fucking story. I hate it so much.
He's so passionate about it.
Anyways,
Now
see
until
you
Matt
guys
Pat
next
ruined it.
week.
Alright, see you guys next week. Bye.
I'm sorry we ended a little bit early this week, but I don't want to have a migraine tonight, so thank you
No,
guys
that's
for
fair,
coming.
I just wanted to get my rant out.
We will hopefully be coming back next Sunday. Hopefully with the same 2 people. Making progress slowly by slowly. And one day I will escape from this hell that you guys know as Resident Evil.
Big
And-
spooky house. Gotta get the fuck out of here.
And you know what
Funny
we're gonna
spooky
do
house.
after we finish playing Resident Evil? I don't know. I haven't decided yet. We'll see.
We'll play Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, God.
That would be great. I would
That would
love
be
watching
fucking
David try to
amazing.
figure that
You
out.
can play
Just
Resident
get
Evil.
madder and madder.
You can play Five Nights at Freddy's. I'll just
I
watch.
would love to play Five Nights at Freddy's.
Okay, bye.
Shit, give him the stream key. Let him do it. This guy will do it. I'm down.
We'll do it